G'day everybody, welcome back to my time at Sandrock. Hope you guys are doing well. Now in the previous episode we had been continuing our investigation about Logan, and we've actually completed asking everyone in town, well not exactly everyone, but everyone who might have known about what happened during the temple incident about Logan, and yeah, unfortunately we didn't really discover too much more than we already know, but nothing really progressed after that, so I'm a little bit stumped as to what we're going to do next, but I assume we'll discover what to do in terms of the main storyline after maybe having a sleep a couple of nights or maybe 3 nights, and then the game will tell us what to do next. Crossing my fingers anyway.
Hi! Mayor Trudy asked me to come get you. She has something she wants to talk to us about over at the moisture farm. Something related to what she found in the desert.
Ah yes, I forget. We did have the fireside meeting just the other day, and yeah, unfortunately it wasn't really a good fireside meeting, especially for Mayor Trudy, because she sort of came back a little bit empty-handed, if you will, and some people were not very happy about that. Anyway, I guess we're going to help her out with maybe some research or something like that.
Nobody seemed interested in Mayor Trudy's expedition at the fireside. But for some reason, what she said really stuck with me. Last night I had a dream that we turned a sand dune into a forest full of trees. That was kind of a weird tangent. Sorry. Anyway, let's head to the moisture farm.
Okay, I guess that's the first thing that we're gonna have to... Oh, okay, well, game's taking us there straight away.
Both builders are here.
Hi.
We were just discussing a particular sample. Let me just get them caught up for a moment. We were just discussing a particular sample. Let me just get them caught up for a moment.
Okay. I wonder why she'd said those lines a couple of times, but anyway, yeah, tell me. Catch me up.
Well, Zeke and I have been trying different soil types out in the Eufaula to see if we can get plants to grow in that environment. To no avail so far, I might add.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure about this camera angle because we are sort of clipping through it.
As I was coming home from this last expedition, I stopped at an old world wreckage to rest my feet. I'd never seen this wreckage before. It must have been uncovered by the last sandstorm. Weird thing was, the place had some type of algae everywhere. I couldn't go deeper since there was a damaged door that wouldn't budge. But I did manage to gather some algae samples. The point is, Zeke wants to know why the algae can survive in such a tough environment. So we need to go back there to figure it out. For that, I'll need your help, builders. We need to be able to open the broken hydraulic door to get inside.
What are you looking for in there?
Yes, Zeke. Care to elaborate?
Okay, yeah. This algae sample Trudy brought back has some very strange nutrients in them. I want to see the source. I've read before from an old world book of my paws that there were biochemicals used to rejuvenate soil, but I've never figured them out. Maybe this is the key to the soil problem we've been trying to solve for the last 30 years. Do you want to go explore these ruins with us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool! Count me in too!
My, what an adventurous pair of builders you two are. How lucky we are to have you. Though, I do have one small request. Can we all keep this under wraps for the time being? Which is to say, not make this civil core business? If this, like, let's say, some of my other endeavors, doesn't go quite as planned, I just can't handle another event like that fireside.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, whatever happened at that fireside was pretty horrible, and I'd say that there are just some pretty judgmental people here in Sandrock. You know, I mean, I'm looking at Cooper in particular, but yeah.
Hey, even if this doesn't work, you're just trying your best.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with Zeke there.
I know. It's just...
No problem, Mare. Your secret's safe with us.
Thank you all. Your support means a lot to me. Now, to get through the door, Heidi figured we'll need a level 3 pickhammer. And since we're not sure what's inside the ruin exactly, I'd like to order a few protective suits as well.
Protective suits. Okay. Never seen protective suits before. Level 3 pickhammer, I believe that's just the iron version of the pickhammer, which we already have, which is good.
If possible, I'd like to go as soon as we can, so I went ahead and got the protective suit diagram for you. I assume you can make the level 3 pickhammer at your work table?
Yeah, of course.
Well, there's 4 of us. We're going to need 4 protective suits. I think you 2 can make 2 each. Make it a bit easier for yourselves.
Yeah, no worries.
No problem here either.
Sounds good to me. Thank you, builders.
Alright, sweet. So I guess the next part of the storyline is the preparation for this big expedition that we're all going on. Well, I mean, not all of us, but 4 of us. So I guess we've got a bit of a group together. You could maybe almost say that this is a small posse of some sort. Anyway, since we're here at the moisture farm, we may as well buy some seeds and other stuff for the farm. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think we've actually grown any chestnuts before, so maybe we'll buy some chestnut seeds and see if we can chuck those in the farm at some point. More willow seeds, sweet potato pepper seeds, and we need discs for some of the staples. I think I'll go with a tomato and sand rice. Yeah, I think that's good enough. We've still got 27 discs, but I don't want to spend all of my discs all at once, so... Alright, let's go. Now, as to what we should do, yes, we can start preparing for this expedition, so we'll look into what's required for those suits. We already have the pickhammer. Now, one thing that I'm a little bit worried about, though, is whether or not we actually need to donate one of those pickhammers, or if we can literally just, you know, use our own pickhammer. I just don't want to lose the pickhammer that we currently have, if you get my drift, because if we have to donate it, then obviously we'll be without a pickhammer after that donation. But anyway, I think I'll risk it here, and we'll just go with the pickhammer that we have. Let me just tidy a few things up as well here. So, space for a couple of seeds here, and got some leather. Can maybe put that. I don't know. Don't exactly have a good place for it. Let's just maybe put it in here for now. A couple of things that I am thinking that we need to sell. We've got the Techno Calendar, the Funky Explorer Scarf that I've decided I definitely don't want, so we'll sell that. We've got the Bronze Sword and Shield, so I think we should sell that, and we've got also this Feather Duster that we probably are not going to be using anytime soon. So let's perhaps start off with tidying up our inventory here. Oh, little Banjo is here. Speaking of Banjo, that's one of the things that we do need to do, and I believe we have a time limit for it, but we need to make an animal house for Banjo. But one thing that I'm not sure of is when we complete that, does that mean he stops living at our house? Because, you know, I don't mind having a cat hanging around the house as well. Anyway, we'll look into that shortly. Let's sell things for now. Okay, looking good. And I think I don't really need to sell anything else. Let's head on back. We might be able to pass Burgess's place here. May as well buy a little bit more water, you know. I'm going through water like crazy recently. Okay. Apparently we couldn't buy more than one before. That's a lot of golds for the water that we're buying. Let's maybe stop there. Okay, so what should we get into next? We still have 8 days to sort out Banjo's house, so that's fine. I think we'll untag that. Yes, and then there's this side quest from Unsure. He wants us to help him paint his house, and we've got to make 3 tubs or 3 cans of paint for him. And I think we've already made the blender and perhaps also started making the paint. So we'll just check on whether or not that's complete. We also do have to do that within, I think, 2 or 3 days or something, or he wants to get started in 2 or 3 days. I can't remember. Anyway, we are at the guild here because I'm just thinking perhaps we should make a little bit more money while we're doing all of this work. Okay, doesn't look like I can do anything in the general commissions. So... and from a building commission perspective, there's not a lot going on here. So, I think I'm gonna go with the bloodstone cores and the steel bars. And that should give us a little bit of extra cash. Okay. Now, we don't have to rush into making all this stuff for the expedition, I think. We could put that on the back burner because, well, we do have the horse that we've just rented from Coop's place, and I'm thinking it's probably a good idea for us to make use of the horse while we have it. So let's actually go out back to Gecko Station and the north of Gecko Station specifically because, well, you know, we were exploring, we found those abandoned ruins, and we didn't exactly have enough time to explore the entire thing. I'm thinking if we spend some more time there looking around, perhaps maybe we'll find something interesting. So, I think that's on the agenda for the day. Before we leave though, we can get some of our machines working on stuff. That way, you know, hopefully a few things will be done by the time we get back. Just need to finish watering all of these sections, and I think we'll start planning out our production line. Okay, looking good. I don't think anything else needs water for now. So let's tag that for a second. Iron pick hammer, we do have it, so that's checked already. That's good. The protective suit is going to be from the tailoring machine. Apparently we need rare quality on these, so that's a big ask. It might be a little bit difficult to get there, but anyway, what's this? Canvas. We don't have the recipe for canvas. We're gonna need to go back to the guild for that. And we need tempered glass. Okay. Well, there's a few things that we're gonna have to work on before we even get there, so... Alright, so let's maybe start with the tempered glass. I thought we had made some tempered glass before, but anyway, we can always make some more. Steel bars, we need steel bars for the commission, but I think we've got some, right? So we probably don't need any more. Is there anything else we can make? Maybe more bronze bars. And I'll load up a few more bronze bars here as well. Cool. It is a little bit dirty here. Let's just clean things up. And I guess while all of these things are running, we'll also get the recycler doing stuff as well. So let's chuck in, I reckon, some copper scrap and mechanical scrap. And And then this next one we can go in with the iron scrap and plastic scrap. We'll load up the fuel there as well. Alright, cool. So, everything's running there. We need to get that canvas recipe, so let's go ahead and... is this new? I don't recall seeing these balloons. There's even more, actually. Actually, there's so many of them. What is going on here? Actually there's some writing above it. So winter solstice. There must be some kind of event happening sometime soon. Well, winter solstice, that means, I guess, we're maybe celebrating some form of Christmas time or New Year's, maybe? Anyway. So, let's check in on the store. Canvas. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so let's buy that. Should I buy other stuff? I mean, there's no real need for us to rush into buying all of them, I guess, so we can always buy new recipes when we need it. Alright, so now that we know how to make canvas, perhaps maybe it's a good idea for us to load up the tailoring machine with a batch of canvas, and that way when we come back to it, hopefully we'll have all of the ingredients that we need to make those protective suits. So we can sort of start the expedition soon after. So canvas, we need plastic, and we need jute for that. Plenty of that. And we apparently need quite a lot of this. Yeah, if we're making 2 protective suits, we're gonna need 10. And 10's the limit that we can make as well, so... after a certain amount of processing, raw materials for fabric can be obtained. Okay. So... we can apparently get jute from farming, but did we actually have jute seeds? I can't remember if we've seen that, but anyway. Alright, well, we've been hanging around quite a bit here at the workshop, just trying to plan for stuff, but I think it's time for us to continue with our expedition out north of Gecko Station, and we'll try and find those abandoned ruins once more. Hopefully continue our journey in there. It's kind of tempting to also stop every now and then to try and take out a few more boxing jacks or gather a few additional materials here, but I'm just sort of thinking it is 3 o'clock already, so I kind of want to spend as much time as possible in those ruins, and if we've got some extra time or spare time on the way back, maybe we can consider fighting a few monsters here and there. So that might not be a bad idea. Right. Hopefully we find interesting things in this ruin. I mean, I don't even know if the ruin has a name. I think maybe this is just some kind of random area that you can stumble across, and I think maybe there are a few. Alright, so let's get off and let's jump in here. Okay, so in the last episode we sort of made it through in that room there, but I sort of want to check out this area here because there is a little bit more of a pathway. Okay, scratch that. The door doesn't open, apparently, so that's kind of a dead end. Alright, so we found a bunch of stuff here, and then there's like this pathway that leads upwards, so hopefully we'll find more interesting things. This place is already covered with more sand, even though we cleaned it in the previous episode. Not sure if I've cleaned this section though. I'm not sure if we'll actually find anything. And the answer is no. No, we shall not. Okay, well, let's head up this way. Yeah, okay, there's nothing of interest there. Another chest up here. What do we get? Learned the way to make a harmonica, apparently. Okay. But why would we need a harmonica? I mean, I guess if we wanted to get musical, sure. Maybe we could gift it to someone. Ooh, an iron dagger. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. And we've been hanging on to the stone daggers for a while. I know I'm not really using daggers very often, but you know what? Let's switch to the iron daggers, and if we do get into a bit of a fight, we can always use some daggers here. And yeah, now we can just sell the old stone daggers. I wonder if we would ever get a commission for stone daggers, but anyway. Look, I didn't really find any other pathway here, guys, so I am actually a little bit disappointed because I thought this would be a bigger ruin. But I guess it is what it is here, right? I'm just double checking. Just trying to make sure that we're not missing any hidden pathway anywhere, but I don't think there is. Now that could explain why the time doesn't actually stop when we go into these ruins, because I guess it's such a small ruin that you would essentially be done pretty quickly. Yeah, not entirely sure if there's anything else. Any pathway at the beginning here? Maybe not. One last look here. Light speed. Snyder technology reshapes life. Yeah, no, I don't think so, guys. Let's get a move on. And let's see if we can maybe spend a little bit more time out here. I was expecting that we would spend most of the day in the ruins, but now that there's not really much in the ruins, I guess we need to spend our day exploring a little bit more. And I mean, there's a whole desert near Gecko Station that we haven't exactly explored, right? So if we take a look here, yeah, all of this we can explore, I assume. So let's look around. It is getting late, so just need to consider that and make sure that we're heading back to Yakmal Station at a reasonable hour. Alright, so we've got more structures here. I'm sort of hoping that maybe there might be more ruins that we can explore. There's a door here. Okay, nope, can't get in. This door is ginormous. I mean, if you think about it, like, we are tiny. It's like we're a tiny human, and it almost feels like giants lived here before the collapse. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know if the devs thought that one through, because that door is way too big. Can we get through here? No. Okay, there's some kind of invisible wall. Thank God for the horse, because this makes the process so much easier. Alright, so there's invisible walls everywhere, apparently, so I can't really get past here to check out this ruin, but let's see what's going on over here. Some sort of arch. There is an arrow pointing in that direction, maybe towards that big structure. Okay, more invisible walls. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. Perhaps maybe the game's not ready for us to go that way just yet, or maybe that's just the limit of where we can travel in the game. Who knows? So I guess we just need to turn around and just have a look around elsewhere here. Just looking at the time, it is getting close to 10 o'clock. I might want to swing back around to get to the Yakmel station. Because don't forget, once we take that Yakmel station, it will forward time by 30 minutes, in-game that is. And I don't want to be caught out after midnight. Yeah, it is very barren out here, isn't it? A lot of tumbleweeds there. What the hell is that? Have we seen this thing before? More bones. Trippians. Those, scorpion-looking things. What is this place? Well, I mean, aside from that though, I mean, we are running out of time, so I guess I better head back home, but this place definitely looks interesting, and we should actually visit at some point. Let me just check here. Yeah, alright, so we have just uncovered that on the map as well. So definitely something worth visiting. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll plan to continue, you know, crafting stuff for either the main mission or any of the side quests that we've currently got going on, but we are going to sort of fit in a little bit more exploration in between as well. So I do want to go out and see what that structure is. I think it looks to be like in the shape of a pig or something like that. Oh god, we are running out of time. We need to get to bed immediately here. We might actually not make it. Come on. Okay, we haven't made it. Damn it. Alright, well, Cooper's gonna get snarky at us. So that's fine. I'll live with his snark. I don't really care.
Howdy there. Rise and shine. Ready for your surprise?
Oh yes, I completely forgot, but in the previous episode, after completing the investigation on Logan, Elsie did say that she wanted to reward us for our efforts. So she mentioned something about a surprise, and that we had to wait for maybe a day or a couple of days. But here we are.
I just wanted to say, even though we didn't find much poking around Logan's old homestead, well, you believed when almost no one else did. So, thanks, partner. But kind words ain't worth gills on a cat, so I did you one better and brought you this here baby Yakmel. His name is Doodles, but I reckon you could name him something else if you wanted, 'cause he ain't quite learned it yet.
Oh my god. So, I wasn't expecting an animal. Initially, when she pulled this thing out, I thought it was like a doll of some sort, and we would have to sort of just like keep it in the house, but no, this is actually a baby Yakmel, which we have to raise. Okay, well, I wasn't banking on doing any farming. Well, I mean, not crop farming, but animal farming right this moment, but I guess we have to now.
With Doodles, you could get started with your very own ranch.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Hear that, Doodles? You found a new and loving home! Hooray! Yeehaw! Oh, but shucks. You ain't got a barn, do ya? You can't take care of any animals if you don't have a barn. Maybe you'd like for me to explain a thing or two about raising animals?
Absolutely. We have no clue how to do that.
If you want to raise small animals, you gotta come over to my ranch shop and choose what you like, either a calf or a chicken. Once you done bought it, it'll be delivered right away. But wait, you ain't built a barn yet? You know, different animals need all sorts of different places to live. Rabbits like a hutch, yak male need a barn. You gotta have the right home for 'em if you want 'em to live with you. Just go see Haiti and get her to fix you up. You know, it was her construction junction that helped us build our stables. Oh, and when you get your little animals running about at home, remember to feed them their favorite food and play with them. If they're in a good mood, they'll grow up so quick and healthy. Well, I reckon that about sums it up. I better be getting gone. I'm sure you and Doodles are gonna be right as rain, and I just know you're gonna take real good care of him. Or else. So long, partner. Thanks for all your help.
Or else. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, guys, that sort of puts a bit of a spanner in the works of my plans for this episode, because I was planning to just explore a little bit more out near Gecko Station, but now that we've got animal husbandry to get into, I think we need to focus on that. Let's just quickly sort our stuff. Where is Doodles? Where is that baby Yakmal? I don't see it anywhere. Anyway, besides, you know, dealing with that baby Yakmal that we've just been given, I guess we do need to prepare to actually house it, right? So I'm gonna need to build a barn, which means that I'm going to need to expand our workshop a little bit more, which also means I'm gonna need to reorganize a lot of my machines here. Alright, well, let me think here. So, alright, we've got a couple of commissions to do. We've got 2 days to do that. These bloodstone cores, okay, that should be pretty easy to do. We've got the steel bars, we can just hand this over. Let's focus on these commissions and get them over and done with. We've got something in the mail here as well. Let's just take a look. Something from Zeke. Blue, the seeds that Nia gave us have finished growing. This is the first batch of seeds from the harvest. You can try to grow them at home too. Raspberry seeds. Nice. Okay, cool. I'll definitely try and grow some raspberries in our own farm. That's for sure. Alright, let's do the bloodstone cores. Oh no, okay, we're out of bloodstones. I think we can get bloodstones by chucking normal stones in here. And we could probably get some more if we work on some of this hard rock. So let's quickly do that, because I want to get the commissions done. Okay, and maybe a couple more, and that might give us all the bloodstones that we need. Alright, cool. So let's get bloodstone cores made, and we'll head into town, try to hand in these commissions. Now there is one additional thing that I would like to do, because we've had it in our to-do list for a very long time, but we do want to have a chat with Mia about her license issue. So we'll have to find her somewhere in town. I guess we're gonna have to have a chat with her and then find out what the next steps are to essentially give her a hand. Because we're the ones who received the letter, if I'm not mistaken, about the theft.
Hey there.
Here are your cores. Sweet. 700 goals, just like that. And we've got one more for Jensen, so let's go see him. Then we'll go see Mian. I don't exactly know where to find Mian, but we'll let the game tell us.
Thank you.
Okay, another almost 700 goals. So let's go license for ransom. Okay, so she's up there somewhere. And then from there, we're gonna have to sort of check in on some of our machines, make sure that we've got all the things, I guess, crafted for, I guess, the main mission, and I do need to check on the paint as well for unsure. Is this Mian's home? I think it is, actually. Never been here before. Look at that. I wonder where that is. Can we actually check it? No. Okay. She's got a nice looking home, very homely, right? She most certainly has spent a little bit more time thinking about decorating her house compared to us. Nice big cabinet there for books. Anyway, let's have a chat to her about her problem.
Ah! Oh, it's just you. Sorry, you scared me. I am a bit on edge. Today when I woke up, I discovered someone stole my builder's license. I can't take any commissions without it. And it'll take a while to apply for a replacement.
Okay, she must be stressing out like big time without being able to pick up commissions, because I know she's a bit of a workaholic.
Huh? What did you say? Criminal mastermind? Let me see that letter. Chicken liver? Stupid goggles? My goggles aren't stupid. They're in style. And some criminal mastermind. I couldn't even get the letter to the right person. This makes things worse than I thought. The civil corps should hear about this right away. Hey, wait a sec. You're a key witness in this case. Can you help me out and gather some evidence?
Gather evidence? I mean, how would I even do that? I mean, okay, sure.
I knew I could count on you. What can we do? What can we do? I feel like I can't even think straight without my license. My license must have been stolen this morning. I still had it last night. Why don't you check with people who wake up really early? Maybe someone saw something. I'll go talk with the Civil Corps.
Okay. Ask people who wake up really early in the morning. I mean, how do I know who these people are? Alright, well, the game's just gonna tell us. So we've got 3 people to speak to. We will get that done, but I think we can put that on the back burner, because I'm concerned about the welfare of this Doodles that we apparently have been given, but I don't know where it is. So I'm thinking we'll perhaps expand and then build the barn. Let's actually take the horse back to Cooper's place, because I don't think we're going to be using the horse anytime soon now. And if we can get a little bit of a refund for the amount of time that we haven't used for the horse, that would be fantastic. Yeah, so... Okay. Hang on. Did we not get our money back? Or what's the deal there? Oh no. Okay. So, if you pay the weekly fee, that's it. You'll have it for a week. But if you return it early, you don't get money back. Okay. Well, my bad. Lesson learnt. Now that we know, next time we'll just keep it for as long as possible. I assume maybe once the week runs out, you just, you know, have an option to either pay more to keep the horse or to just put it back. But anyway. Need a little bit more fuel in here. Let's add more stones here. Because I sort of want more bloodstones from it. Ooh, okay. Our farm is looking good. We probably want to harvest some of this stuff. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll start thinking about expanding the farm. Sorry, expanding the workshop, rather. I'm just trying to think of what to replace this with, but perhaps maybe we can go with some sand rice. We've got a lot of sand rice seeds. and I don't think we're growing sand rice anywhere else at the moment. So we'll grow the Sandrock staple. Okay, good stuff, and let's get this sand rice in. Yeah, it does take a while, doesn't it? I feel like the last several episodes, maybe 10, 15 episodes or so, farming's been really taking up most of the time in the episode. Just because we've got quite a large farm now. So hopefully we can make it a little bit more efficient sometime soonish. Righto. Alright, so that's all of the sand rice planted. I think we should try to expand, so let's check out the board here. We need to pay 10,000 goals to upgrade the house. So that's a lot of goals, but we've got like 40,000, so I think this is fine. Let's do it. Very good, very good. Okay. So now that that's done, we're sort of going to need to plan how we're going to lay out all of our machines, and it's probably going to take up quite a bit of time here this episode. Let's get to it. So firstly, our furnaces, and I'm sort of thinking about whether or not I really want 3 furnaces, guys. Sure, you know, if you want to furnace or, you know, smelt a lot of stuff at the same time, having 3 is really good, but I think 2 is fine. We can queue up 2 in each as well, so it's not really necessary for us to have a 3rd, I think. So I'll just keep the other furnace, and I'm sort of keeping it just in case we might get a commission for a spare furnace, and we can complete that commission pretty quickly as a result. Let's just rearrange all of our recyclers here as well. We want to drop in some fuel while we're at it. Okay, refiner. Let's put this right next to the recyclers. Right there. And the ore refinery goes right there. I think is that facing the right way? Maybe, yeah, okay, that's better. Alright, let's collect. And do I want to just add more stone? Yeah, cool. And I guess we should go with some of these machines first. Oh, here's our paint, actually. Let's collect that. The blender. I'm gonna think about where to put the blender a little bit later. Let's start with the grinders first. And yeah, I'm sort of wanting to make sure that we've got space in between all of our machines here, just so that we can get to the front of the machines easily. Okay, good. And just grab stuff from the tailoring machine there. We've got quite a bit of canvas, and we should be able to make these protective suits very soon. I'm not going to rush into it just yet though, because I feel like I really want to get our baby Yakmul housed somehow. I don't even know where it is. It doesn't seem to be anywhere around the house, so... Anyway, we'll figure it out. So we've got this blender. Where do we want to put it? Maybe just there. That's fine. Alright, so suddenly we've just got so much space to work with. I like it. Now, one thing that I'm not entirely sure of is when we do have a baby Yakmal or any other animal, do we need to separate them from the crops? Because, I mean, it would make sense, right? They might destroy the crops if we put them together with the crops. So, anyway. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. If we do need to, we might actually build, like, some kind of a fence or something. I don't even know if I can build a fence, but I suppose that's something that I might find out from Construction Junction when we do go there. Push this back a little bit over there, and that'll go right next to it. Yeah, cool. So if we're gonna build a fence, it'll be just right here on this tile. Okay. Farm's still looking okay. Let's go to Construction Junction right now and see if we can build that barn. Hey. Grace has something for us there. Do we want to just have a chat with Grace, maybe?
Hey! Has Owen told you about his new idea? It's even been approved by the church and all. We're going to make the world a better place.
Okay.
Let me fill you in then. Short of it is, some small villages around Sandrock are just scraping by, eating sand rice 3 meals a day. Owen, being the boss he is, decided to step up and ship some hearty meals their way.
Yeah, that's a little rough. I love eating rice, but I don't know about just eating rice 3 times a day, so that'd be kind of bland.
Only question was logistics. We pitched it to the church and they were on board right away. Had a bit of back and forth. They said they'll help deliver meals if Owen cooks them up.
Okay, cool. We're giving these mooches a handout. I'll deliver some to me too. Free, right? No, we'll go with the first one. That's a really good idea.
Right? I think it's kind of amazing. These small villages are pretty far from Sandrock, and the desert is a relentless climate. Not so fun fact, perishable food starts to spoil after only 2 hours in the heat. Plus, if we're going to bring them food, I want it to be fresh. Their lives are hard enough. They don't need soggy room temperature noodles on top of the, hardship and everything. So I designed an insulated backpack based on a takeout box relic found by the Civil Corps. It said that in the old world, people could enjoy fresh food without even needing to leave their house. These takeout boxes, they used an advanced technology to make a compound of aluminum oxide and silica powder. This compound is a soft, flexible material that was used for effective insulation. Using this box, food could be kept fresh long enough to ensure a safe and enjoyable delivery.
Interesting. So, is she talking about those gigantic backpacks that, well, I don't know about you guys, but we get things like Uber Eats here in Australia where, you can order pretty much food from any other restaurant that you choose, and the deliverer or the delivery people normally carry those in these insulated backpacks. So, interesting.
I tried to get Chi to look into the tech for me, but he said it didn't seem worth it. Oh, please, space tech isn't the only thing worth studying. Ya space case? Ahem. Best not to get too worked up about it. Anyway, after a bit of my own research, I now have a recipe for the insulated backpack. Would you mind helping me make it?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Thank you so much. Alright, come show me when it's ready. I'm kind of curious to see how useful this old world tech really is.
Insulated backpack. Let's take a look at that. The Fresh Maker. Yeah, definitely. These are the backpacks I was talking about. So, yeah, whenever I order Uber Eats, generally the food comes in one of these things. But anyway, we'll look into that a little bit later. For now, let's go to Construction Junction and focus on trying to get that barn set up. And hopefully we'll find our missing baby Yakmal. Okay, so, let's see, how do we do this? Ooh, I'm just looking at all of this stuff. I guess this is the stuff that we saw in Mian's house, and yeah, it looks really pretty, so I am getting a little bit inspired. This needs to be sort of inside the house, so I don't really know how you decorate the inside of the house, but anyway, let's focus up on what needs to be done here. So, a barn is what we need. Check the quality of your item. What do we mean by that? Well, I guess we're not going to be able to build this just yet, so we're missing bronze frames and iron plates. Darn, okay, well, we're gonna have to go back and see if we can make these things, so bronze frames and iron plates. Is there a way we can tag this? Yeah, okay, there are certain things in this game which I wish you could tag, just so that you can sort of track a little bit easier, but anyway. Let's head back then, and yeah, let's try and make the required ingredients. And then we're gonna have to come back to Construction Junction and do it when we have all the stuff. I'm not sure if we'll be able to make it by the end of this episode, to be honest, guys, because, I mean, it'll take a while to make the bronze plates, and yeah, I'm just not entirely sure if we have enough ingredients for all of the frames that are required as well. Let's have a look. Frames. Okay. So we've got one frame, we can make another 2, but I believe 4 is what's required. So let's make the 2 that we can. And then for the last one, well, we're gonna need these bronze rivets before we can even get there. So let's make those. So 2 from there, and maybe 2 from here. Alright, and we are running really low on bronze, actually. Can we make some more? Yes, we can. Okay, we're actually low on copper ores. So I probably need to spend a bit of time in the ruins trying to get myself some more copper ores. Definitely a lot of tin ores because, well, I guess that's what we've been focusing on a lot these past several episodes. Alright. Well, oh, actually, my bad. I almost forgot. We do need the metal, or sorry, iron plates as well. I can't remember how many we need. I think it could be 10 or something along those lines. Let's just craft a whole bunch. And I think we're going to definitely need to source some more iron. And, well, we're gonna need to source some more copper as well. And tin. So I think it's appropriate that we spend the rest of the night here at Eufaula Salvage. Try to gather up the materials that we need. It is unfortunately coming very close to 9 o'clock already, so I don't think we're going to be able to spend too much time down here. And I would like to get to bed at an appropriate hour this time. Alright, I think we can spend a couple of hours down here. Oh god, alright. I thought someone said that there was no fall damage. There is fall damage. That took like 1,000 health off our bar. But you know what? It's not like we're going to be fighting any enemies or anything like that, so I'm not too concerned. Ah yes, we need copper, so let's just make sure that we're gathering a little bit of copper here and there, not just... Oh! Come back here. There we go. I have no idea what we get from defeating that little mouse every time it appears, but I'll take whatever it is. And we'll continue working towards the exit as well, obviously. Just quickly set that off and we'll gather some of this. Go this way. Alright, cool. Gonna have to leave very soon here. Okay, let's leave, because I don't want to be caught out past 12 o'clock again. Not a second day. At least we didn't bump into Cooper. Didn't get any snarky remarks. But I generally try to steer clear of Cooper as much as I can. But every now and then we have to deal with him, so don't exactly have much of a choice. Looks like our willow bushes there are ready for harvest, so we'll take a look at that in a moment. Alright, so before we go to sleep, let's just quickly tidy up a few things. We'll sort everything there. Got a few more bunches of scrap there that we can put away. So let's just quickly put that in, and yeah, we've got a few different materials here that we've never seen before. We'll chuck all of that away as well. What else do we have here? Oh, okay, right. So little Doodles is here in our inventory. So I guess if we want to put him down somewhere and he's gonna live with us, then he's gonna have to come out of our inventory into the barn when the barn's set up. So yeah, we'll definitely get to it. We've got these raspberry seeds. I do want to put this away, but I think we're a little bit full on the seeds. And we're probably going to plant this pretty soon anyway, as soon as we get the chance when we wake up tomorrow. So we may as well keep it in the inventory for now. Alright, let's go to sleep. Very good. Looking fresh. Fresher than... oh, God. Alright. Winter solstice. There you go. So today's winter solstice, I guess. So maybe there are a whole bunch of events for us. Let's actually take a look at that. These things maybe? There's a barbecue activity and a bonfire dance. Right. Okay. I feel like this is another spanner in the works, guys, because now we're gonna have to spend some time hanging around for winter solstice and, you know, celebrating and stuff. Maybe we're a little bit early. Maybe the game's gonna tell us when some of these activities are gonna happen. I mean, look at this. It's a whole bunch of stuff ready to be barbecued already. We'll come back, obviously, and well, we'll keep an eye out for, you know, alerts and stuff for events. There's something from Yan. Valued employee, it is of the utmost importance that I remind you of this year's annual Commerce Guild Award ceremony tomorrow, at the Guild, obviously. You might be thinking there's no way I can win Workshop of the Year with that Yan guy on the field. Might as well stay at home. Well, attendance is mandatory. See you there, or else. Okay, that's one way to motivate your employees. Something from City Hall here. Citizens of Sandrock, the winter solstice is a time to say farewell to the old and howdy to the new. There are plenty of wonderful activities to take part in. 2 o'clock, barbecue next to the Blue Moon Saloon stage. 7 p.m, bonfire dance. And 10 p.m, fireworks and countdown to the new year. Ah, awesome. Okay. I'll definitely check all 3 of these activities, actually. So, there you go. We're maybe not going to be able to get too much done in this next day. Perhaps maybe half of the next episode. We might be just spending doing stuff for the winter solstice. And there's a letter from Nia here. Blue, sorry that it's taken so long for me to write you. I've been kind of busy since getting home. I visited you for just a couple of days, but I feel like I've grown so much. When I think of you, I think of Sandrock now. And then I think of Sandrock and I think I need to graduate soon and come and see you. So I've been studying like crazy, trying to finish in style and on time. Oh, I wrote a report on the moisture farm. Professor Lowe said it was excellent and that I've made loads of progress. He also said that some of the methods in my report were interesting. He wants to go and see it all in person. I've attached a copy of the report summary. You can read it if you like. Just let me know if you see any mistakes. Agricultural cultivation in Sandrock. Nice, okay. Well, let's acquire that. We'll have a read and then we'll chuck this book away in the book cabinet. Let's grab all of this other stuff and put all of this other stuff away as well. We may as well read this right now. Oh god, alright, there's a lot here. Following the recommendation of my friend Blue, I recently visited Sandrock, a desert town in the center of the Eufaula Desert. The town taught me many new things regarding planting techniques, and I believe they may be topics for long-term research. Introduction to Sandrock. Sandrock has been facing ecological changes and disasters for many years. The high temperatures, the dry climate, the water shortages, and the sandstorms are but some of the issues faced regularly. Thus, the outdoor planting conditions are understandably poor. Their food production largely comes from the town's moisture farm. Moisture farm planting in Sandrock. While visiting the town, I went to see their moisture farm. Zeke, their resident desert horticulturalist, taught me about the differences between their methodology and the methodology of other free cities. This was developed over decades of careful trial and error. I also learned that there may be many varieties of wild flora which have excellent survival characteristics and growth prospects. He told me that current artificial hybridization cannot achieve the same results, therefore protection of the natural environment is of utmost importance. Future direction. Sandrock is still facing many severe effects caused by ecological decay. The lack of water resources and sandstorms have adversely affected the environment and hinder outdoor planting. Therefore, further cultivation of hybridized projects, as well as efforts towards improving Sandrock's environment, may forge the direction for the future of Sandrock. Okay, there you go. Pretty long report there. Well, I mean, long for the game, that is. I mean, normal reports would be like thousands and thousands of pages long. So, anyway, obviously we're gonna have to get into the solstice event activities, but in the meantime, let's just do what we can here at the farm before spending the day celebrating the winter solstice. So let's grab the rose willow and we will actually replace this, and I reckon maybe this is a good spot for our new raspberry seeds if we can find them. There we go. And look, I mean, we only have 5 seeds though, so we're gonna have to plant something else in one of the tiles. I think there's like a desert rose or mountain rose or something like that we can maybe plant. So maybe that's a good option. Let's see. Mysterious flower seedlings. Okay, I haven't really found any of those. Yeah, mountain rose seeds. I only actually have one of these, so I should actually buy some more of the seeds and we should grow some. And it appears that our wheat is also done over here, so we need to replace these with something else. Oh god, looks like we need a little bit of water here. And these will actually be done in about a minute as well. So we should be able to replace the entire row in a moment. So what do we want to grow here? Yeah, we've got sweet potato pepper seeds already growing. I'm thinking... maybe we can go in with some rose willow here. Or we can go in with sand leeks. Maybe sand leeks. I don't know, sand leeks just sound like they're a little bit more versatile, you know? So, let's get these in and... hopefully these will be done very, very soon. Okay, in a few seconds they'll be done. And that reminds me, I also do want to check on the tailoring machine and yeah, maybe we should get these protective suits going. So, let's do that. And I think the mission actually says that we need like rare versions, so we might actually have to chuck those protective suits into the refiner to try and get them up to the tier that we need it in. So anyway, let's grab that and let's put in some more. What are we growing here? Sand leeks, that's it. So let's do that. Alright, the farm is looking good. After the expansion, I was sort of thinking, do I want to go in with even more farmland here? But I think the answer is going to be no for the time being, guys, because otherwise that's just going to increase the workload of farming, and that's definitely not my intention. Once we get the barn in somewhere around here, hopefully, I think I'll be pretty happy, and then we can sort of continue on with doing the regular stuff that we need to do. Actually, speaking of that barn, we do need to make ourselves the frames. So let's go ahead and do that. So one more frame coming right up. And since we did actually look for the ores the other day, we should be able to make some more bronze bars here. Let's queue all of this up. Ooh, actually, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Alright, good times. I guess we can get the recyclers doing stuff as well. Why don't we go in with some wood scrap. And what do we want here? Maybe rubber scrap? Might not be a bad idea. And we picked up a lot of dew before, so I just want to quickly convert that into water. And yeah, I think we might be in a really, really good position here to sort of leave the workshop to do its thing, and we should be able to hopefully get the barn maybe in the next episode. Actually, we're sort of waiting for these iron plates, aren't we? Actually, we do have enough, I think, to get that barn. I'm just worried about, you know, being ready for all of the winter solstice activities, and that's definitely going to be my primary concern when we come back in the next episode, guys. But yeah, hope you guys look forward to that. I think we're going to end this episode here. And I want to maybe focus a little bit more on, yeah, there we go. We've got the barbecue activity happening within the next hour or so. So we should be ready for that. I have no idea what that's all about and whether or not it's like some kind of a mini game. It could potentially be something like that. But anyway, hope you guys look forward to it. And hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, definitely leave a like down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.